All right, thanks, Kent. Great win for our guys. I was glad we faced some adversity there in the first half. Florida International has great speed and quickness on the perimeter. That gave us some problems. Good athleticism and length in the front court. I thought that bothered us early around the rim. But overall, to come out of the gates there in the second half with a great response, build the lead back into double figures, stretch it out there into the 20s, and finish the game off. It was a good step for us. I'm glad we were challenged with their speed and athleticism on the floor.
Yeah, Coach, I guess with Markel, that size that he has on the wing, when he's hitting shots like that, he's obviously one of y'all's best rebounders. Just I know you really love that addition and putting him in that spot, but just what that can do for you guys, especially when you guys got to play some bigger teams, I guess, as the season goes forward.
Well, Glenn, it's hard to take him off the floor because we're able to play him at the 3 at 6'9" and 230, and then play our bigs up front. And because he shoots it so well, it still works fine from a spacing standpoint. Where he really deserves a lot of credit when he first got here, I know you and I talked about how he's developed his three-point shooting. Initially, it was just a lot of catch and shoot threes. Now you see him flying off stagger screens and baseline screens. His shot preparation's terrific, and he's shooting it with a lot of confidence. So, we just had to have him on the floor tonight. He impacts winning in every phase of the game.
You guys had 50 points in the paint and 30 points off free throws, 30 of 34. What do you take away from kind of having the ball down low and having success there?
Well, it's the way we want to play. We want to play with physicality and take advantage of our size there in the front court. We knew with FIU they were forcing over 20 turnovers a game coming in. They were top 25 in the country last year forcing turnovers, that would present some problems for us. But they're also foul prone because of how hard they play and the scrambles they put you in. And I thought our guys did a tremendous job staying composed. 14 turnovers is still too many, but to get to the free throw line 34 times and make 30 of them should put you in a good position to win every time.
Yeah, Coach, after the shooting that you had the first two games, not shooting as well tonight, was there anything in the second half especially where a message to the team or anything like that in terms of being assertive in that way?
Well, I thought, Matthew, because as you noticed, every time we went to ball screen for DJ, and sometimes even without a ball screen, they were sending a second defender at him, putting two on the ball, and we were trying to hit the home run. It's usually going to be that second and third pass out of the trap that gets you a high-quality shot, and I thought in the second half we did a much better job there. We got higher quality looks, and we didn't shoot them at the percentage we wanted to, but because they were predictable shots that our teammates expected us to take, we were able to have good coverage on the offensive glass and get some second opportunities and get to the free throw line there. So not always going to shoot it well from three. That's why the physicality around the rim from two and then getting to the free throw line really helped us there tonight.
Hey, Coach, how would you letter grade, this performance as a team?
I've never given out a letter grade for a game. Not smart enough to do it. It's a good win for us. I'm glad we got tested. We intentionally, here early in the season with Tarleton State and FIU, Tarleton was second in the country last year forcing turnovers because of their pressure defense. As I mentioned, FIU top 25, so we wanted to go against some of that early in the season. We got to get better at it, clearly. I thought on the defensive end of the floor, where we got hurt, our defense got stretched a little bit. They have really quick guards. Stevenson was phenomenal tonight, and they were able to beat us off the dribble. We didn't play good enough team defense there. Obviously don't want to give up 81 points. So there's some areas we want to clean up. But overall, to score 98, to live at the free throw line the way we did, to handle some of the adversity we faced there at the end of the first half, it was a good step forward for us, and now we can get back in the practice gym this weekend and get better.
Going into the second half, there was a huge momentum shift. What would you say the biggest factor in that was?
Yeah, I think it's a really good question. It was important for us because they had cut our lead down to 5 going into the break. And we wanted to get off to a good start there the first 4 minutes. I think we won the first segment by 5 to push the lead to double figures. Markel Sutton was a big part of that. I thought another big key, you saw Mike Nwoko get his 4th foul, and I was going to let him learn on the fly. If he fouled out with 11 minutes, he was going to foul out. So we left him out there to see how he would handle it, and I thought he dominated that 4.5-minute stretch. Gets 19 points, 6 of 7 from the floor in just 16 minutes. I was really pleased with his maturity to battle through some of the foul trouble tonight.
I'm sure you mentioned it here, I guess, a little bit throughout your press conference, but just, Didon was just telling us, he finished with 15 points, 6 assists, but he didn't think he played a very good game. I think he was stuck on 6 points, a couple assists for a good portion of the meaningful minutes when y'all are trying to pull away there. What allowed y'all to have success when maybe he wasn't kind of getting going there offensively in the first 25 minutes or so?
Yeah, fair assessment, Glenn. I hope on his bad nights he'll have 15 points, 6 assists, 5 rebounds, and still a pretty good night at the office. But obviously I think that was FIU's plan of attack. They wanted to trap him, put 2 on the ball, and force him to give it up and make other people beat them. And I thought we did a better job as the game went on. Rob Miller was really good in that little short roll, making good decisions. We got Markel freed up for some open looks. And the goal is to win. The goal is not to put up some special stat line. Whatever you can do to help your team win. I think he had our highest plus minus. We were plus 22 when he was on the floor tonight. So, some areas I know he wants to get better, but overall, I thought he did a tremendous job for the team. Hey, I'm going to touch on it if I could, Kent, because I know we sent our releases out yesterday, but it's really with great excitement to welcome officially here at this press conference our 2025 recruiting class, or I guess 2026. It's ESPN's number 12 ranked class in the country. Really excited about the character, the versatility, the athleticism that we bring in with Marcus Vaughns at 6'8", Kevin Thomas at 6'7", and Hurley Brutus at 6'6". They're really going to fit everything we're trying to get accomplished as we continue to build the program. And as you see, we have some senior wings who will be moving on after the season. So really excited about that number 12 ranked recruiting class and the type of people we're bringing in. And then I want to wish Coach Hudson and women's soccer good luck tomorrow night at 7 o'clock at the soccer field in the first round of the NCAA tournament. She's done an unbelievable job representing LSU, and I look forward to watching them play tomorrow night. Thanks so much.